The smell of smoke still haunts him, even after 20 years. For Peter, a firefighter with decades of service etched into the lines on his face, one fire stands out from all the rest, the one where he pulled a tiny, fragile life from a cradle of flames. He remembers the weight of that baby in his arms, a small bundle of hope against the roaring destruction. It was a moment that defined his career, a memory he held on to, a silent question mark in his life. Whatever happened to that child? He'd often find himself staring at the old, slightly scorched newspaper clipping he kept in his locker. "Hero Firefighter Saves Infant," the headline read. The photo showed a much younger Peter, soot on his face, cradling a swaddled baby. Over the years, that baby became a symbol for him, a representation of all the lives he'd touched. Yet this one felt different, more personal. He wondered if she was happy, if she was healthy, if she even knew about the man who had carried her to safety. Meanwhile, a young woman named Lily was embarking on her own journey. Growing up, she always felt a strange pull towards the fire service. Her parents would tell her the story of her rescue, a modern-day fairy tale where a brave knight in a bulky yellow suit saved her from a dragon of fire. The story was her origin, the foundation of her identity. She didn't just feel gratitude. She felt a profound connection to the anonymous hero who gave her a future. Lily decided she wanted to give back, to be a source of help and comfort for others, just as someone had been for her. She enrolled in paramedic school, driven by a desire to be on the front lines of saving lives. Every lecture, every training drill was fueled by the image of the firefighter from her parents' stories. She was determined to pay forward the second chance she'd been given. As Lily neared her graduation, a class project required her to interview a veteran first responder. For her, the choice was obvious. She wanted to find him Armed with only a faded newspaper article and a 20-year-old date, she began her search. It felt like looking for a needle in a haystack, a ghost from a past she couldn't remember but could never forget. Her search led her to Station 12, the very firehouse Peter had served in for his entire career. She walked in, her heart pounding with a mix of nervousness and anticipation. She showed the front desk officer the old clipping, her voice trembling slightly as she explained her story. The officer's eyes widened in recognition. "You're looking for Pete," he said with a knowing smile. "He's right in the back." Peter was in the station's kitchen, pouring a cup of coffee, his back to the door. He turned as he heard footsteps, his eyes landing on the young woman standing hesitantly in the doorway. She held up the newspaper clipping, and for a moment, time stood still. The world outside the firehouse faded away, and all he could see was the ghost of a memory standing before him. I think you saved me," Lily said, her voice thick with emotion. Peter looked from her face to the clipping and then back again. The years melted away, and in her eyes, he saw the same spark of life he had protected all those years ago. Tears welled in his own eyes as he slowly nodded. "I remember you," he whispered. "I never forgot you." The reunion was a flood of emotion. They talked for hours, sharing stories of the lives they had led. Peter learned about her dream to become a paramedic, and a wave of immense pride washed over him. The baby he had saved from the flames was now dedicating her life to saving others. It was a beautiful, circular, and perfect testament to the ripple effect of a single act of courage. Lily's graduation day arrived, and as she walked across the stage to receive her paramedic certification, she looked out into the crowd. There, sitting in the front row, was Peter, his face beaming with a fatherly pride that transcended biology. He was no longer just a hero from a story. He was her mentor, her friend, her living link to a past that had beautifully shaped her future. A few weeks later, a call came in for a multi-car pileup on the freeway. Lily's ambulance was first on the scene, followed closely by a fire engine from Station 12. As she worked to stabilize a patient, she looked up and saw Peter directing his crew. They shared a look across the chaotic scene, a silent acknowledgement of their shared purpose, a bond forged in fire and renewed in service. Their story is a powerful reminder that our lives are interconnected in ways we may never fully understand. A single act of kindness, of bravery, can echo through decades, creating waves of positive change. Peter didn't just save a baby that day. He inspired a hero. And in doing so, he showed us all that the best parts of humanity, courage, compassion, and connection, are the flames that can never be extinguished. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content. See you next time.